Many people have told me that this is a very, very good pay-per-view. Were they right though? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. It's another episode of 10 years ago, and tonight, as you can tell by the title down below, we're going to be looking at TNA's No Surrender 2005. As I said on the intro, a lot of people, when I said that this was the next one as part of the series, a lot of people got in touch. Look, this is a very, very strong pay-per-view. Was it though? Let's find out. We're live at the Impact Zone. 800 people who didn't pay to get in on hand, and we of course missed a dark match, which was Shocker defeating Jarrett Clark. I know that you're gutted about that one. So, our opening contest is America's Most Wanted defeating Matt Bentley and Shelley in an OK opener. I'm guessing the problems that we saw last month between the America's Most Wanted team have, well, they've just vanished, I guess, because there is no mention of them whatsoever in this one. So, the story of this one is that Matt Bentley really doesn't want to be in the ring with James Storm. Not sure why, because they didn't really express it that well, but it's something to do with the fact that they both do super kicks, or something. So, they brawl on the outside, Storm hits a sort of axe handle off the stage. Remarkably, it doesn't get a TNA chant, which I'm quite disappointed about. The referee doesn't seem to mind them brawling on the outside, which I like. Hell, he doesn't seem to mind at all when Tracy, who's outside, goes low. In a fun touch, America's Most Wanted then handcuffed Tracy to one of the ring posts, and we finally get Matt Bentley versus Storm in the ring. It leads to a heart attack, which Shelley is able to break up a death sentence attempt. Bentley kicks Storm as he tries to skin the cat, and then Tracy throws a shoe into the ring. There's no need for that at all. He throws it to Bentley. Bentley uses it on Harris, but the cover only gets two. She throws another shoe into the ring. Seriously, two shoes. Who throws a shoe into the ring? This time Harris spots it and gets it a full Nelson suplex on Bentley. Shelley then walks into a super kick from Storm that gets the win at, forgive me a second, fucking door, at 11:47. Bentley then takes out Storm with a super kick just because he can. Nothing wrong with this. It's decent length, good action, and an interesting story, even if they didn't really explain why these two men don't like each other. You do a super kick, no, you do a super kick, or you do a super kick and you shouldn't do that because it's my finishing move. Like, well, it's Shawn Michaels' finishing move, to be honest, but you know, whatever. Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention to the commentary, but I didn't notice anything that said, this is why this match is happening, so, you know, whatever. Yeah, 2.5 stars. It's a generic tag team formula with a nice little bit of storytelling on top. We see footage from the pre-show where Jarrett and Mike today were arguing in the ring about TNA hiring ex-WWE guys, and that Rhino, who is an ex-WWE guy, is here tonight. Then, Team Canada talk to Shane Douglas about various things until they are interrupted by Jarrett, who is trying to get the TNA originals to stand up to these WWE invaders. Or something like that. And then they talk about the Super X Cup that is coming up. The winner of which gets a X Division title shot at TNA Sacrifice. Hooray. So, our first Super X Cup qualifying match is Sonjay Dutt defeating Mikey Bats, Shark Boy and Elix Skipper in an OK match to qualify for the said Super X Cup. I have no idea who Mikey Bats is here. I think, in fact, as soon as I say that, I think I've mentioned him on one of these episodes. In fact, I may have even said the same joke. Damn. This was always going to get us the TNA champ, wasn't it? And it came about a minute in when Skipper ducks a crossbody attempt by Shark Boy. He ducked it by using that Matrix thing that Trish Stratus used to do. And so Dutt can hit a double stomp to the midsection. TNA, 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 fucking yes. Match is exactly what you expected. Spot fest, no selling at all, and Bats is really shit. Dutt gets the win at 8:22 off a nice corkscrew 450. Call it 2 stars if you're nice. In the back, Shane fucking Douglas has still got a job and is talking to the 3 Live crew, or the 2 Live crew as they're probably going to be known as, now that BG James wants nothing to do with him. Anyway, Conan and Killings haven't seen BG for a month. Killings reckons that they can trust BG, Conan doesn't, which is nice. Next, Apolo and Sonny Siaki defeating Simon Diving and David Young in a meh match. 2 tag team matches in a row. Simon bigs up Young on the mic by telling us that he hasn't won a match for 2 years. So that's a reason to get behind him, isn't it? Yay! This guy loses a lot. Match lasts all 5 minutes, has a couple of decent moves like an assay moonsault by Young and a nice dive by Apolo. Neither gets a TNA chant. Weird fans. TKO gets the win for Apolo at 5:32. Nothing bad, nothing memorable. Just more an angle, because I think Simon Diamond is going to basically trying to get a new guy, and his first choice is David Young, and that fails miserably, so yeah, whatever. Next, we have a good match. A Samoa Joe defeating Chris Sabin, a good match. Now, you know my rules nowadays. I'm trying to only play-by-play if something's 4 stars. Now, this is a 3.5-star match, but I think this one deserves it. So, back and forth until Sabin attempts a cradle shot, but can't lift Joe up, which is a nice little touch. Joe takes control, hitting a leg lariat, a knee in the corner and a knee in the corner to the face. Some kicks, some chops, and a knee to the face gets 2. Joe locks on a neck vice that gets 2, and then gets 2 off a suplex. Sabin gets a springboard dropkick and a nice dropkick off the apron as Joe was bailing. No TNA chant. Again, very, very strange fans. Inside, the cover gets 2 as we get a dual chant from the crowd. Let's go Sabin, let's go Joe. Sabin gets a springboard leg drop for 2. He wants the cradle shot, but Joe turns it into a German suplex for 2. A snap power slam gets 2 for Joe, who then eats a nice tornado DDT that gets 2 for Sabin. Joe gets 2 off a powerbomb, which he turns into an STF. When Sabin's just about to get to the ropes, Samoa Joe turns it into a crossface. Sabin, again, reaches just gets through. He's like just about to get it. So Joe pulls him into the ring, into the middle of the ring, sorry, puts on a Rings of Saturn because he can. And then this is one of those things that just makes no sense to me in wrestling. When Sabin gets to the ropes, these fans, TNA, 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 he got to the ropes! It was admittedly a nice little sequence. It was all good, but, and this is massive, but, he got to the ropes. Why are you chanting TNA for that? Dropkick off the apron earlier on. Fuck that, I ain't chanting for that. Nothing. Joe wants a muscle buster, whatever. Joe wants a muscle buster, but Sabin counters into a running powerbomb. He gets a cradle shot. Sorry, he wants the cradle shot. Joe counters, but it's a great insecurity. Sabin goes up top, but Joe gets a kick and the muscle buster. Oh, that hurts, says Don West. In comment of the night, Shelley, so far, a wrestling move hurts. And that's why Don West is the best commentator ever, isn't it? Oh, that hurts. As opposed to what? Oh, that tickles, that one does, or something like that. The clutch is locked on and the arm drops 3 times, giving Joe the win at 14 minutes and 2 seconds. Really enjoyed this one. Sabin made Joe look great and got a touch more offense than Sonjay Dutt did last month. That helped. Decent length. I have to tell you something. The offense that Sabin did get made him look like the underdog, and the underdog mean that the crowd got behind the underdog, if that makes sense. They were well into Joe, but they were also into Sabin as well. Yeah, so what that means, of course, is that the near falls that he did get actually meant something. This is a 3.5-star match. I really enjoyed it. Good stuff. Team Canada, which is A1, Eric Young, and Bobby Roode, defeating the Naturals, which is Chase Stephen and Andy Douglas, and Lance Hoyt in a good 6-man tag match. Jimmy Hart helped the Naturals beat Team Canada last month, and of course Lance Hoyt battered Scott D. Moore. So on the same show, this match makes sense. So, Chase Stevens starts us off right with a moonsault off the top. No TNA chant, because why would there be? Lance dives over the top onto everyone with a nice plancher. No TNA chant, because why would there be? Sabin gets to the ropes. TNA! TNA! No. Guy's just, guy's the size of Lance Hoyt, 7 foot tall, just does a plancher. And didn't grab the ropes. That is what the fans are like. He's sat there going, what the fuck is wrong with you? The faces take control until Eric Young tags in and Douglas is your American in peril. Roode shows that he's a fucking genius, right, by throwing a hockey stick to Jimmy Hart and then pretending that Hart had clocked him with the fucking hockey stick. And the referee, of course, believes him. Absolutely brilliant. Then you're out of here, sort of thing. Fucking great. It means that Stevens can be your American in peril, and it's one long ass beatdown. But things like a Roode chinlock keep the crowd involved in the match. The crowd may be weird, not chanting TNA for getting the ropes, but not for a massive fucking plancher by someone the size of Lance Hoyt. But when Roode puts the chinlock on, they get the claps going and all that jazz. It's one of the things that bugs me in wrestling a lot. You see it a lot on Brit Rare shows, is that instead of just flowing with the match, people start chants instead of just going get in the crowd, clapping happen. There's a couple of guys come to Future Shock shows, I won't name them, but they do exactly that. They chant chants. They go, let's go whoever, and it's like they go, let's go Stevens, as it would be, let's go Stevens, at the top of their voice. Like, no, stop it, let the match flow. Anyway, that's a little rant that I could go off on, but I won't. I promise. Anyway, we get one of my least favourite spots in wrestling. This is something that started to bug me recently. That have never really bothered me, but until recently. But have you ever noticed that in matches like this, you get the double tag, right? So you get the hot tag to the babyface, but also you get the heel gets the tag as well. And for some reason, the heel guy can be just as rested as the face guy, but the heel gets battered, and I just don't understand that. It's one of those, why do we accept that as just a, yeah, that's what happens in wrestling? It's weird that, isn't it? Anyway, Young and Hoyt come in. Hoyt batters everyone. Rude charges at Hoyt, who ducks out of the way, as does the ref, but the referee sort of slithers to the outside. The commentators sell it that he's been knocked out, even though he didn't touch him at any point. It was very, very strange, right? It leaves the naturals in Eric Young in the ring, but wait! Bobby Roode gets Hart's megaphone that he left behind, takes out both the naturals with it, and then the referee, who wasn't injured in the slightest and just gets back into the ring, makes the cover, and gets the 3. Doesn't make the cover at all, counts to 3 at 40 minutes and 44 seconds. Good length, hot crowd throughout, told a good story. Hell, I've got no problem with the finish, believe it or not. It's one of those things, especially with what's going to come up in a minute. But yeah, I've got no problem with that at all. Great stuff. 3 stars. This one's on a bit of a roll, isn't it? In the back, Shane Douglas, still employed, talking to the Outlaw, who now wants to be known as Kip James, even though he was Kip James last month, which is a bit odd. Anyway, Monty Brown says that they talk about their upcoming street fight. Monty Brown tells us that there are no streets in the Serengeti, which is weird. And Jeff Jarrett comes along and says something I don't pay attention to what he was saying, to be honest. It's probably more of the same. Got to stand up to the WWE invaders, yada yada yada. So, Monty Brown and Kip James defeating Ron Killings and Conan in a meh street fight. So, another tag match. Our 4th of the night. Hooray! Killings starts the match off with a plunger to the outside. To silence. Must have just, you know, I can't follow this one at all. Grab the ropes next time, damn it. Just do that. Just sit there, hold on to it like, yeah? You like that? Somehow, it busts Kip James open. This is the highlight of this 5-minute street fight. Kip James takes out the referee, hits a DDT on Conan, then Brown hits the pants to get the win when another ref comes out. Who fucking right? And BG James was watching this match from the top of the entrance ramp. Kip gives him a chair to, you know, come on, take out your former teammates, and he won't. Can't help thinking that Kip James's blood was hard way, because it's one of those, why would you blade off something like that? Your match winning pounce and the plancher at the very start were the highlights. This was more an angle, this was 1 star. Okay, we've next got 2 surprisingly good matches actually. So AJ Styles defeating Sean Waltman is the first one. Good match this one. So Waltman was arguing with AJ, sorry my pants are falling down, it's one of the problems with losing weight. Waltman argued with AJ Styles after a match on Impact. Jerry fucking Lynn made the save and was acting as peacekeeper throughout and will be the special guest referee in this match. Before the match, he told Shane fucking Douglas that he will call it down the line and the best man will win, and I believe him. So, crowd chant, let's go X-Pac, let's go AJ, as we have some nice chain wrestling from both men. Yeah, X-Pac, who of course isn't X-Pac anymore, but it's one of those, yes, these fans are weird tonight, so let them chant whatever the fuck they want. AJ locks in a nice Indian deathlock. Waltman escapes. AJ gets a perfect dropkick. Waltman bails, and AJ gets a nice plancher to the outside. AJ, AJ, AJ. Why not? I'm so confused. Waltman recovers first and posts AJ. Bollock first. No blade job. That's a real shame. Inside we get a chinlock of death by Waltman. Oh yeah. It does the trick. It keeps the fans in the match. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Just let them get the... That's good shit. Go, let's go AJ. Fuck off. You know who you are. You know who you are. It bothers me so much. Almost as bad as the This Is Awesome chant, which is a whole nother story. When Styles escapes, Waltman gets 2 off a sweet tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, which is a very dangerous move because he could have broken his back with it. Styles clashes countered and we get the Bronco Buster, which quite rightly gets absolutely zero reaction from these weird fans. Waltman hits a spin kick, knocking AJ to the outside. He follows with a corkscrew plancher. TNA! 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 About fucking time, lads. AJ's, I think Waltman lands like ass first on AJ's nose and he's pissing blood out of it. Oh, and Don West much, much better than his easiest one. Oh, he's killed him! AJ gets up, not dead, surprisingly. If you killed someone off a corkscrew punch, I'd be actually quite impressed with yourself, because like, how did you manage that? How did you actually kill him? I landed ass first on his face. Waltman is tossed into the ring post. In the ring, AJ gets a comeback with a flurry of offense that leads to that moonsault DDT that he does for 2. Waltman goes low to counter a neckbreaker. Lynn doesn't see it. It means that Waltman can get 2 off a nice Northern Light suplex. He goes up top and goes for a crossbody with his drop kick out of mid-air. Styles Clash only gets 2. Spiral Tap misses. X Factor only gets 2. Waltman gets a chair and puts it on the leg of Styles, but then he goes up top, right, and Lynn takes it away. They argue, and then this bit I do not like at all, right? AJ goes for a roll-up. Waltman counters it and holds onto the top of the ropes, and Lynn kicks the arms away so that AJ Styles can hit the Styles Clash for the win. God fucking damn, I hate that finish so very, very much. I really enjoyed the match. Genuine back and forth, really good stuff, nothing botched, everything looked crisp, everything looked nice. You know, it had a bit of blood even if it wasn't meant to be in the match. But that finish is fucking shy. I tell you why. Let me tell you why. Right, if Lynn was a heel referee, I can live with it, right? Or if Waltman had attacked Lynn during the match, no problem with it, alright, well, that's the finish. But Lynn's a babyface, and all he'd done is stop Waltman using a chair, right? Yes, they'd argued, but it's not like he slapped him or anything. It's fucking ridiculous. It's one of those things that if it leads to a match down the line, which is what I expect to happen next at the next pay-per-view, it's going to be Lynn versus Waltman, right? Do the angle after the match. Bothers me. I would have given this match 4 stars. That's why I've gone through it for you. But I'm going to knock off a whole half star for it. That finish was lame as fuck. Did not like that one at all. In the back, Larry Zbyszko is arguing with Jeff Jarrett about the championship, which is nice. Next, Christopher Daniels defeating Petey Williams in a good match. The build-up to this one bothers me so very, very greatly because Christopher Daniels does a reverse Rana off the top rope, and you're sat there going, that's just not fair, because it makes me think, gotta be a reverse Rana in this one. No, there isn't. I'll spoil it for you now. There isn't a reverse Rana. There's never going to be a reverse Rana, is this? Oh, Daniels has never beaten Petey. That's why we're having this match. Nice and simple. Both men are heels, so this one's going to be interesting to see who the crowd side with. I've got written on my notes here, but it's one of those notes because they're going to side with Daniels, aren't they? Because Petey's part of Team Canada and has A1 with him, so it's one of those natural things. After some nice back and forth, Daniels is launched the outside. Petey springboards over the top into a Rana to silence, because why not? When we go back inside, the fans chant USA, because of reasons. Petey controls with a leg sweep, and the Oh Canada ball stomp, which is a great, great move. Springboard lop kick? Lop kick? What the fuck is that? It's not even a drop kick, it's a leg drop. Springboard leg drop by Petey. He wants another Rana, but this time Daniels is an evil, evil motherfucker. You know the way how these days Kevin Owens does the apron powerbomb? He kicks them up and hits them flush onto the fucking apron so they come down back first onto the apron like that. Yeah, this time Petey comes down like that. He's halfway up his back, right on the apron. You're just like, God damn, that is nasty. It's what I would call a get to the fuck down powerbomb. In the ring, Daniels takes control, working the back of Williams with a backdrop and a nice body scissors. He hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for 2, and then a stalling suplex that also gets 2. He puts on a chin lock with the knee in the back. Like that stuff, that's a great little touch. STO and a Koji clutch, but A1 pulls Williams to the ropes. Daniels whips Petey into the turnbuckle, then hits a sweet gut-wrench suplex, which of course is on the back. Woohoo! Williams fires up as we see that Joe is watching the match from the ramp. Could just sit and watch on the monitors at the back, to be fair. He sat watching at the top of the ramp, why not? Williams gets 2 off of DDT, but Daniels gets a Death Valley driver straight away in response. Daniels motions for the best moonsault ever, but Petey gets a sharp shooter. A1 pulls the rope away, which is a great little touch, but Daniels is able to get there eventually. Canadian Destroyer is countered, Angel Wings is countered. They go up top where Daniels, of all things to do off the top, gets a scoop slam. Yeah, I've never ever seen that off the top rope before. He goes for an indie crossbody, which misses. Williams gets 2 off a crucifix slam. A1 gives Petey a chain, but Daniels has a chain of his own. Uses it, hits the best moonsault ever, gets the win at 16 minutes and 24 seconds. Really good match. The crowd were firmly behind Daniels, as you probably expect after what I said at the start. He worked the back all match, which is great. It doesn't affect the best minutes ever in the slightest, but man, whatever. But no, it doesn't work like that. For me, the psychology and storytelling in this one is he's working the back because it means that Petey can't get the Canadian Destroyer. That's what my thinking is with this one. Bit too much interference from A1 is my big criticism from this one, just a little bit too much. So it's one of these times where, once again, I wish that I did quarter stars, because this would be a 3 3/4. I don't, so it's either a 3.5 or a 4 star. Look down below to find out. And then, one thing I've got written on my notes here is, if the main event is 3 stars, this is the best TNA pay-per-view that I've seen, alright? Just bear that in mind. So, Raven defeating Abyss in a dog collar match to retain the NWA Championship. So, Raven's first title defence, having won the belt last time out. Abyss has the fucking Sinister Minister with him, which almost makes me want to give this match a star straight away. He's dressed in a wonderful purple get-up and looks like a Ribena berry. The men are tied together with a dog collar which goes around their necks, got a chain tied to it, and of course there are no submissions. And you know how this one goes, you know it, you already know how this one goes. Chairs, check. Tables, check. Blood, check. Staples, check. You know how it goes. Loads of violence, very little selling. At one point, Raven is put into a pile of chairs. Abyss goes up top. He wants to do a sprint. He wants to do a leg drop off the top. Raven moves out of the way so that Abyss goes ass first onto the chairs. DNA, DNA, DNA. Idiots. Abyss sets up some tables near the ramp and predictably is knocked off the ramp through his own tables. DNA, DNA. Fucking hell. Ah, well, at least he didn't get any thumbtacks out, did he? One moment I really do like is when Abyss is choking on Raven with the chain. And Sinister Minister Jim Mitchell comes up and gets the microphone and goes, "Hey Raven, do you want to quit? Do you want to quit? Well, you can't, genius." That was very good. Abyss gets a table out and it's set up on the outside and Raven cross-bodies Abyss through it. TNA! 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 Oh look, thumbtacks in an Abyss match. Didn't see that one fucking coming, did you? Abyss rips Raven's shirt off and preps the tacks. Gee, I wonder if Abyss will end up on the tacks, is what I've got written on my notes here. Some guy comes running out. It's Cassidy Riley, apparently. I didn't recognise him in the slightest. He gets chokeslammed off the top or through a table, which is nice. Abyss goes up to the top rope. He's on Brett's rope, punching away, and oh look, he gets powerbombed onto his own tacks. Ha! The commentators go fucking mental about it. It's one of those spots that would mean something to me if I hadn't seen it before. It's one of these... Oh! I'll talk about that in a second. Oh! And of course, he lands on the tacks, completely no-sells it, and hits a black hole slam. Oh, it's so stupid. Even Flow on the tacks gets the win for Raven at 19 minutes and 17 seconds. If you like hard... I say this so often in these vids, don't I? If you like hardcore, you'll love this match. If you don't like hardcore, like I don't, then you'll hate it. It's that simple. It really is one of those. It had a few good moments, but I can't stand watching Abyss. I'm at the point where for every good match of his that you see, they're so predictable. He does things right. He sets stuff up, like I'm going to drill this guy through a table, and then goes through the table. And it happens, it's rinse and repeat every single spot. So if Abyss sets something up, he's going through it. It's that simple. Garbage Wrestling does nothing for me, as you know. 1.5 stars seems nice, but that's what I'm going to go with, because, you know, the crowd were into it, obviously, TNA chants throughout, and, you know, it was a good length for a main event. I don't like Garbage Wrestling. I know it's ironic, because when I was a backyarder, when I was Champagne, I resorted to every little shortcut you could think of, but that's because I'm not a very good wrestler. But wait, there's more. Here's Jarrett. He cuts a promo on Raven, yada yada, about how he's going to take the championship, but he's not here to assault, because Raven's like, come on then, and Jeff Jarrett's on the apron, and he's saying, you know, I'm not actually here to take your title, I'm here to give you some advice. Turn around, and when Raven's like, what the fuck? Turn around, there's Rhino! Go for Raven! Which means that Rhino's here, and all the stuff that Jeff Jarrett was saying earlier on is a big swerve setup thing. Like we didn't see that one coming. Probably the second best TNA pay-per-view of the year. I reckon Final Resolution is a better one because it's got the 4-star match on it. This one doesn't. This one's got three 3.5-star matches on it, but it doesn't have that standout match that makes it better. Alright? I tend to rate my matches lower though for something. So let's put it this way. Those three 3.5-star matches, if you rated them 4 stars, Not got a problem with that at all, alright? It's a real tricky one to rate. I'm probably actually going to give it 7.5 out of 10, which is what I gave Final Resolution. So it's as good, it's just not better, if that makes sense. I hope that does make sense. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Next up, we're going to do Great American Bash 2005 from the WWE, which incidentally, if you're wondering, will be my 100th episode of 10 years ago. How's that one sound? Fucking great. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, tell me what you thought. Follow me on Twitter, check out my Facebook page, all that jazz. Also, this vid's been filmed on a different camera. So any feedback on that would be wonderful, because I've been hesitating about using this one for quite a while because the file sizes are just so much bigger. Alright, it's one of those. Yeah, I've been Marc P. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys. TNA! TNA! You grab the ropes! What the fuck? It's ridiculous. Take it easy, guys.